Imagine a company hidden behind nearly every advanced AI chip in the world. It's over 180 years old, worth more than 12 billion euros, and trusted by the biggest technology companies. Yet almost nobody knows its name. Even stranger, nobody can buy it. This is Carl Zeiss. In this MBA case study, you'll discover why Carl Zeiss became indispensable to the world's most advanced technologies, the remarkable decision made in 1889, and the business strategy that transformed a small optics company into one of the world's most important innovators. If you enjoy simplified MBA business case studies based on real companies, subscribe to MBA Case Study Insights. Our story begins in 1846 in the small German town of Jena. Carl Zeiss opened a tiny workshop making microscopes by hand. But instead of relying on craftsmanship alone, he partnered with scientist Ernst Abbe, replacing guesswork with mathematics and precision engineering. After Carl Zeiss died, Ernst Abbe made an extraordinary decision. Rather than enriching shareholders, he transferred the company into the Carl Zeiss Foundation. That choice removed short-term pressure and allowed the business to focus on innovation for generations. Carl Zeiss endured 2 world wars, Germany's division, and decades of legal disputes between East and West. While many companies disappeared during this period, Zeiss survived, reunited after German reunification, and emerged stronger than ever before. Then Carl Zeiss made another bold decision. Instead of competing in crowded consumer markets, it focused on mastering one of the hardest scientific problems in the world, building ultra-precise optical systems. It was a risky bet, but it would eventually change the entire semiconductor industry. And that decision made one company completely dependent on Zeiss. Today, every advanced semiconductor manufacturer relies on ASML's extreme ultraviolet lithography machines. But those machines cannot function without Carl Zeiss's mirrors and optics. Without Zeiss, there are no advanced chips. And without advanced chips, there is no modern AI revolution. But why can't competitors simply copy Zeiss? The answer isn't just technology, it's patience. Because Carl Zeiss has no traditional shareholders, it can invest in research for decades without worrying about quarterly profits. Some innovations took over 20 years before producing results, creating an advantage few companies could ever match. The results of that patience are astonishing. Today, Carl Zeiss generates nearly 12 billion euros in annual revenue, employs more than 46,000 people across 50 countries, and supports industries from medical technology to semiconductor manufacturing. Yet its greatest strength isn't its size. It's that most people have never heard of it. And that's where the biggest business lesson begins. Carl Zeiss teaches a timeless business lesson. Don't chase the biggest market. Own the small piece the biggest market cannot live without. If you enjoyed this MBA case study, subscribe to MBA Case Study Insights for more simplified business case studies designed for students, entrepreneurs, and startup founders. Every successful company leaves behind a strategy. Every failed company leaves behind a lesson. Here at MBA Case Study Insights, we study both. See you in the next case.